Hey, what's up, Raza? It's me again, doing another live video. This time, I'm going to analyze freedom and the way I see it and the way I think it should be understood. Freedom. The way I see freedom is the way I live it, and basically, I got that idea from a Greek philosopher named uh, Kazansky, something like that, and Nietzsche, and of course Jean-Paul Sartre. And basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs that I think are interesting, and I'm gonna start with Kazansky, a Greek philosopher, but he's a pretty modern philosopher. Like he lived in the past century, and his book is "The Last Temptation of Christ." Uh, Here is the book. Here is the book, and what I'm gonna read is an analyze of the book. So it goes something like this. Say he saw Jesus like Odysseus as engaged in this struggle and as a prototype of the free man. In the last temptation of Christ, Jesus is the Superman, and so here the Superman has nothing to do with with cartoon. The Superman is the Nietzsche idea of the Superman, uh, one who by force of will achieves a victory over matter, or in other words, is able because of his engaged to life force within him to transmute matter into spirit. But this overall victory is really a succession of particular triumphs as he frees himself from various forms of bondage, family, body pleasures, the state, fear of death. Seems for Kazansky, freedom is not a reward, but the struggle, but rather, freedom is not a reward from the struggle, but rather the very process of struggle itself. It is paramount that Jesus be constantly tempted by evil in such a way that he feels its attractiveness and even succumb to it, for only in this way can his ultimate rejection of temptation have meaning. So basically, what he's saying is that freedom is nothing that we gain after we do something. Freedom is the process that we use to do something, right? It's not for example, if we are oppressed by the government or by family or by the employee, or by a relationship, and then when we get out of it, and then we say that we are free. What he's saying is that we are free when we are doing these things. and it's I think that's the best approach to understand freedom. It's the way I see it. It's the way I try to live my life. In order to do something, uh, you have to be free to do it, right? Um, and then he mentions uh, the Superman, which basically is the Übermensch. Übermensch is a German word, and it's basically two words. Um, uh, Über means about, and Mensch means man, or you know. So, but it's not like Superman. Like it's not the idea of somebody who has extraordinary force, physical force, but he's more than an extraordinary man who has an extraordinary force of will. It's what it, but basically what it is. And as I mentioned in my last video, um, one of the books that impact my life is the book Das Spoke Zarathustra by Nietzsche. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I said that the phrase God is dead is in this book. So I'm gonna read it to you. It's Nietzsche. He says, but when Zarathustra was alone, he spoke that to his heart. Could it be possible? This old saint is the forest, has not yet heard anything of this, that God is dead. And then he continues, I teach you the Overman, or the Superman, or the Übermensch. Man is something that shall be overcome. What have you done to overcome him? All beings so far have created something beyond themselves. So he's talking about evolution, right? Where species evolve, but human beings, we have to evolve into something better, but morally and ethically speaking, no physically, you know. And do you want to be the ape of this great flow and even go back to the beast rather than overcome man? What is the ape to man? A laughing stock or a painful embarrassment? And man shall be just for the overman, a laughing stock or a painful embarrassment. So Nietzsche is saying that a free man is the Übermensch or the Superman. That's the idea of being free. Being free, like Kazantzakis means, is being free of family, being free of the state, being free of body pleasures, being free of death, of fear of death, you know, all these things, which are really interesting, because I remember when I read Anna Arendt, and she says basically the same thing. Um, that in order to be free, you have to be free for all these things that I just mentioned, and like Christ, he was free from family. And if you read the Bible, the Gospels, he in one page he says, "Who is my family?" Right, or something like that, and it says like, "Everybody's my family." Um, so yeah, and so being free is a continuous stage. It's not something that you gain from something. And I'm just gonna read another uh, passage from Jean-Paul Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre from The Republic of Silence, where he's talking about precisely these things. The being free is being as like right now. There's nothing that you gain with with time or after you do something. So he wrote this essay, The Republic of Silence, after the liberation of France from the German occupation. And he wrote, "Never we were freer than under the German occupation. We had lost all of our rights, begin with the right to speak. We were insulted to our face every day and had to remain silent. We were deported in masses as workers, Jews, or political prisoners. Everywhere on the walls, on the movie screen, and in the newspaper, we came out against the vile, insipid picture of ourselves our oppressors wanted to uh, present to us. Because of all of this, we were free. Because the Nazi venom seeped into our very thoughts, every accurate thought was a triumph. Because an all powerful police force tried to gang us, every word became precious as declaration of principle. So again, what he's saying is that freedom is what you do with your life. Freedom is what you do in the here and now, right? For example, right now that uh, we're we're having this big problem with Donald Trump and with the Republicans in general, and it's what we do now is that we are free. It's not that we want to say that, oh yeah, we are free now. Now the Donald Trump is gone. Now the Republicans are gone. It's that we are free now that we do something. Is how we are free. No, after this thing happened. And my idea of freedom, I got it from Kazansaski and from Jean-Paul Sartre, and is reinforced by the idea of the Superman of Overmensch of Nietzsche. A free man is free from everything, free from your family, free from the state, free from uh, bodily pleasure, free from fear of death. And all these things are really hard to do because uh, who don't want to, get a family or the pleasures of the body or the state, which is really hard to be free. And this kind of freedom is more like of an action. It's not only thinking I'm free. It's more of an action that you do something with your life, right? And like here and now. And you have you can now wait until somebody does something for you in order to be free. It's up to you to do something, not it's not up to the other person to do something for you to be free. uh, so that's my interpretation of freedom. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. And again, it's a personal belief. It's not something that I want to impose on other people. It's the way I see my life. It's the way I feel free when I do something because I feel that I need to do something, and not because my family tells me to do something, or the state, or because I'm afraid of dying. Um, and and that's how I see freedom. Um, and well, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. It is really hard to kind of explain this heavy idea of freedom in a really short video. Um, but yeah, so I hope you guys like it. And if you have any question or any comments, please leave it in the comment area. And any suggestions to, you know, maybe another analyzing on another explanation of something. Um, and please visit my YouTube channel with the name of The Republic of Silence. Uh, I'm going to upload this video to my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to come up with another ideas to present to you. Maybe my next video is gonna be the 10 things that you don't know about myself. I'm working on that list right now, so let's see what's going on. So take care, be well, and I see you next time.